definitely not a Jew on the Adam Carolla Show. Dateline, Hollywood, Florida. A 29-year-old mother from Oklahoma was charged with child neglect after she left her infant in the lobby of the Hard Rock Casino on Christmas Eve. Definitely not a Jew.
Kyle Dunnigan's here. I was sitting at a restaurant in Malibu eating brunch with my buck slip on the table, just writing down thoughts about what I might want to talk about when I come back to the show. And I wrote down, in the new year, I would like to see if I could go 3 days without hearing Fleetwood Mac. I want 3 days. I want to see if I can string together, not 3 separate days, like, oh, one day in March, and then you did another day in June. 3 days. I'd like to go 3 days without listening to Fleetwood Mac. 3 days. As I wrote that down, I sat back, and a fucking Fleetwood Mac song came on in this restaurant, and then I realized it's undoable. You cannot not hear Fleetwood Mac for 3 days in this modern society. Maybe if you went back to the 1800s or something like that, maybe if you zoomed ahead 1,000 years in the future, you cannot escape Fleetwood Mac. You know why? Because you're going to be at an airport lounge, you're going to be at a bar, you're going to be at a restaurant, you're going to be walking through some mall or something. You're going to get in the back of an Uber. You can't go 3 days. I've not gone 3 days as an adult without hearing Fleetwood Mac, and I fucking hate Fleetwood Mac. I don't like them. I don't want to hear Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow. There's like 11 of their songs I never want to fucking hear again. I literally just wrote it down, and within 2 minutes, a Fleetwood Mac song came out. I forget about 3 days. I didn't make it hour one of not hearing Fleetwood Mac.
That guy in the Cybertruck killed himself because he couldn't get away from Fleetwood Mac.
Is that what happened to that guy?
Yeah, I think that's what the final story was.
It was in his manifesto.
Are you guys with me on, like, it's everywhere all the time?
It's a trend.
I'm going to look out for it now.
It's a trend now for young girls that are like Gen Z to have found Fleetwood Mac. Silver Spring is like the song of 21-year-old girls right now. That's like a trend.
So fucking done with Fleetwood Mac. First off, Fleetwood Mac was never good. That's the thing. They're a good band with good band members. They're sort of, they would, one time they would both be disgusted. I'm going to find the members of Fleetwood Mac. One time I said to my sister, you kind of remind me of Mom. And she went like, oh my God. Like she was fucking devastated. She was like devastated. I was like, hey, did you have certain characteristics? And she was fucking devastated. I would like to find the members of Fleetwood Mac and the members of the Eagles and go, you guys are the same band. And they would both be pissed. They'd both be pissed. I was like, you write tons of fucking songs that we never needed to ever hear, and they fucking repeat him ad nauseum. We have to hear your fucking mediocre 4s and 5s of songs over that become anthems to our lives. You both fucking suck, and we have to be exposed to both of you. And the Fleetwood Mac would be totally pissed off that you compare them to the Eagles, and the Eagles would be totally pissed off that you compare them to Fleetwood Mac, but you guys are the same. You write mediocre, repetitive songs that nobody needs to hear with a sprinkling of good songs. You're good musicians. You're good live bands. So on. You're exactly the same. You just have tons of shit songs. And we get beat over the head with both you asshole bands. You can't go 3 days without hearing the Eagles or Fleetwood Mac in this society. You can't do it. But it's always going to be another tequila sunrise. Okay. Ooh, witchy. Yeah, okay. All right. Fleetwood Mac has, and I think they both have the same number of shit songs that I hate. They both have like 9 songs that I fucking hate on just repetition. Just they never stop. By the way, songs you never have to hear again if you lived 1,000 lives. You would never need to hear Rihanna ever again. You just wouldn't.
Where are you on the Fleetwood Mac clock? Like, when's you a day and a half in? Like,
Yeah.
You know when the last time you heard a Fleetwood Mac song? Just
Well, it's
there
been
should be an app for you.
it's been about it's been 27 and a half hours.
Okay.
Now, if I sequester myself, like if I just go home and lock myself in the trunk of my car in the garage, I can probably avoid it. But that's not the game. The game is you have to go out, you have to go to dinner, you have to go to the airport, you have to go to the bar, you have to go to the mall, you have to go, and then you will not, okay, if you take Fleetwood Mac and you combine them with the Eagles, it's undoable. It's undoable that you go 3 days in modern society without hearing one of those shit bands and their mediocre fucking song catalog.
Okay, so say ISIS kidnaps Adam Carolla,
That'd be a step up. That'd be a step up.
in the back of a van, drives him to a safe house, right?
Yeah.
Dumps you in there with a blindfold on, puts speakers up against. What song do they play to extract the confession out of you and new information? What song do they repeatedly play by Fleetwood Mac just to break you and finally make you give up?
I think Rihanna would do it. Don't stop thinking about
There
tomorrow
you go.
is the same as 7 Eagle songs. They're just shit songs that never needed to be written. They didn't need to be written. They're not good. There's nothing interesting about them. Oh my God. I told my son, Dawson, Procol Harum.
Yep.
Conquistador, the fucking live version with the full orchestra. The full orchestra. Now, you'll never hear Conquistador by Procol Harum, but you will hear Rihanna and Tequila Sunrise and over and over and over and over again. But I wrote my son, who likes interesting music. I was like, wider shade of pale. People know Procol Harum, but they forget Conquistador by Procol Harum.
I'm gonna keep track. I'm gonna keep track now. See if I notice this.
If you add the Fleetwood Mac, if you add the Eagles,
Yeah, I'm gonna
it's
add the
impossible.
Eagle.
And if you want to go for the hat trick,
Yeah, who's the third?
Hall and Oates. Now, what I'll do if you're betting with me, I'll tease it down. I'll tease it down to 40 hours if we add Hall and Oates. You can do a teaser with me.
I'm not really going out much. I mean, I'm going out tomorrow or Tuesday.
To a Fleetwood Mac concert?
I'll give you 3 days. I bet I don't hear. I'll give you till
The
Thursday.
whole time we were saying that, you're naming these guys. It's just like they're good. They're not great. They're not bad. They're not risky. They're not taking
It's not
risks.
interesting.
Exactly.
Not like
but
your
most people are
boner
not
song.
interesting.
All right, so Kyle, you want to tease? You want to add Hall and Oates and tease it down to 40 hours? I can do that.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. And I'll have Hall and Oates. I'll really listen too, and I won't. And I'll be honest. If I hear them, I'll let you know.
Where are you going out to?
Well, I got Joe's Pub on Tuesday night here in New York City. They'll probably crank in some music there. Mm-hmm. I'm driving my own car.
Oh, boy.
So I'm not going to get it there. I'm going to the airport on Thursday. That's going to be a rough day for me. If you're going to take Thursday, I can't give you that too good of odds if you're going to take Thursday.
All right. Like I said, we'll talk off the air if you want to tease it down. You tell me.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's do some news.
Let's do some news. Hey, it's not a conspiracy. Apple has agreed to pay $95 million settlement to settle class action lawsuit that alleges private communication by current or former users of device carrying the Siri virtual assistant were recorded by the tech giant.
Well, and who is Siri? Apple?
Siri is Apple. It's the personal assistant. Now, what happened was that even when people don't say, "Hey Siri," the conversations were being recorded.
Let's see if Siri's worth listening to. Ask them the best Fleetwood Mac song. Ask them the best. Ask them the best Eagles song. I want to see what Siri
Hey Siri,
would say.
what's the best Eagles song?
The Eagles' best song is Hotel California, the title track to their 1976 magnum opus.
All right.
Hotel California.
What is the best Fleetwood Mac song? Ask Siri.
Hey Siri, what's the best Fleetwood Mac song?
We've had a problem. Please try again.
Oh, see?
They had a
Hey Siri, what does having leather mean?
Leather is a material that is made from animal skin that has been chemically treated to preserve it.
Yeah, a bunch of. I got too many.
She
I
doesn't
got so
know
many
shit.
series happening. Jesus.
So it won't tell you that.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What's the best Fleetwood Mac song?
Sorry, something's gone wrong.
Nobody likes Fleetwood Mac.
Ask
Wait a minute,
the,
Hey Siri, what's the best Fleetwood Mac song?
Do you want me to use ChatGPT?
Yes.
Many consider Landslide and Go Your Own Way to be among Fleetwood Mac's best songs.
all right. It's better than Rihanna and Tusk. Ask the best. What is the best Hall & Oates song? And if it says Maneater, I'm gonna drive the studio right
Hey
off a cliff.
Siri, use ChatGPT. What's the best Hall & Oates song?
Here's an answer from ChatGPT.
Oh, I just gave you a right out.
You make my dreams come true.
It's a ditty. It's a ditty. It's a ditty. It should be Sarah Smile, by the way. All right, sorry. News. Here we go.
Well, yeah. So Siri, this $95 million. I wonder if I'm in on this because I've had Apple forever and always have Siri on. I'm not sure. I'm going to check with my lawyer.
I want to get in on a class action lawsuit.
All right.
That's my dream.
How do we get that money?
Exactly. Yeah. It doesn't state in this story how to get the money, but the proposed settlement filing, which was reviewed by People Magazine, Apple agreed to pay $95 million into a settlement fund.
I got two dreams. One is I want to get involved with a class action lawsuit and get paid, and the other is I want to drive that truck with a flag on it that says wide load behind the wide load. And that's all I'm doing.
Such a good job.
That's a
man.
great gig, right?
Just listen to the radio, Hall & Oates.
Listen to a little Hall & Oates, air conditioning blasting.
Yep.
You
Smoking
just
a cigarette.
driving 40 miles an hour. All you got to do is stay like 60 feet away from the double wide in front of you, and you're fine.
Yeah.
It's a sweet gig.
Good deal.
In other news, Biden holds a final Medal of Freedom ceremony honoring Hillary Clinton, Bono, and more. Yeah.
Bono. Oh, he gave one to George Soros, who's the guy who's just funding all the horrible DAs that are ruining all the cities. That's a weird. Soros is a weird.
Yeah, it's a strange
for
pick.
that.
Well, I think that was more of trolling the right, isn't it? Because George Soros is behind all the conspiracies of, I don't know, voter fraud or some. I don't know. I always hear all kinds
He funds all the progressive DAs that then ruin the cities. Then we then have to go get rid of so we can get the city back from the criminals. But he funds their campaign so they win. So at least we get 4 years of horrible DAs. And then at some point, but he's a cajillionaire who made his bones devaluing, I think, the pound or some foreign currency and fucked everyone over. He's basically a fucking... As long as there's George Soros, you can't say... So if you're on the left, you can't say shit about Elon Musk as long as you're sucking George Soros's dick. Because whatever you say about Elon Musk, that is George Soros. Except for George Soros destroys shit and Elon Musk builds rockets and shit. Tunnels.
Yeah.
Is that Magic Johnson in that picture?
Magic Johnson got it. Bill Nye, the science guy.
Yeah.
And a couple other
Bono,
notables.
also
Bono,
posthumously-
Ralph Lauren.
Yes. Yeah.
Lionel,
we can't have them all be white guys.
Lionel Messi.
Yeah, that picture.
Got it.
I
Jane
didn't-
Goodall.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jane Goodall. And also Mitt Romney's father, posthumously, and Robert F. Kennedy, posthumously.
Michael J. Fox. There he is.
Oh yeah, Michael J.
Exactly.
Fox got it too. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a very strange.
Potpourri right there.
Exactly. A big group of people, different. Yeah. Magic Johnson got it, of course. And then it was, I don't know. I don't know your thoughts about that. I don't know what the point exactly in giving the nation's highest civilian honor all these people were, other than some type
It always look. It's like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Soon as they let in Shaka Khan, it's fucking ruined for everybody who's in a rock band. It's ruined. I tweeted out, I am getting a Hollywood Walk of Fame star, which now means that's been ruined for everyone who came before me. Sorry, estate of Clark Gable, but you're fucked. You know what I mean? I'm serious about it. Like, this is all null and void to everyone who came before me.
That's cool. You're getting one. I didn't know that.
But I don't look at it as me getting one. I look at it as devaluing the currency of it.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? It's now worthless.
They're printing more stars.
I got one, so now it's worthless. To all Betty Grable and
I get that.
all the moguls and W.C. Fields. Sorry, surviving family members. It's been devalued. But like I said, that's what happened with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when they started letting in, Joan Jett or other fucking talentless hacks. Yeah. And then when they started getting to affirmative action and letting all those people in, it's just, who cares anymore? So once George Soros and Bill Nye has it, then it really doesn't mean anything anymore. Mm-hmm. That's where we're at now.
Yeah, looks like it. Well, in other celebrity news, there's the list of celebrities who lost the most followers in 2024 and the controversies here. The top of the list was Lizzo, the infamous fat rapper.
She lost the most.
I
think the celebrity that lost the most followers in the last few years is Jesus Christ. Yes, he's the ultimate celebrity, and a lot of his flock has drifted away.
Yeah.
If you really did it, times millions. The
algorithm doesn't like what he's putting out.
No. So Lizzo lost the most?
Yeah, she lost the most, like 7%, about 6.7%. But funnily enough, 84,000 people just left. I guess because, she was...
she was missed.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody... All right, here's the new algorithm. Anybody that talks about being kind or having a good headspace or really taking care of other human beings or something treats their backup singers and dancers horribly. Like the ones that are constantly talking about this and being kind to animals and rescues and stuff are fucking horrible to work with. There's some thing, and I've been really thinking about this, like. Everyone is talking about you have to get into a headspace where you're in a kind headspace and you have to learn to love yourself. They're always the worst fucking people in the world. Yeah. They're telling you I'm a horrible person by explaining that they learn to love themselves and to be kind and not to judge and all this other bullshit. Normal people that are nice to people or treat people decently, they don't talk about it. Yeah. They don't say anything. Right. Like all the biggest liars in the world, like every time Joe Biden told a lie, it was like, true story, man. True story. Popcorn came up to me at the swimming pool with the black people in. It's like, oh, okay. You say true story, and that means whatever comes after it is a lie. People who never lie don't go, believe me, true story, true story. Like, I don't say that. I just say, here's what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all the fucking be kind to everybody and treat yourself well and all, they're all the worst. There's something going on. So Lizzo's one of those people.
I think that people like that kind of give themselves an out. I can be mean to these people because I'm so nice over here.
I think what it is they're thinking about it. Like, I don't need to think about being honest or being fair or being decent or something. That's a default setting. I'm not like thinking about like, hey, I wouldn't lie. Come on now. True story, man. Like, come on, true story. Come on, for real. Like, that's someone who lies a lot. Yeah. The people who never lie never say, I'm being serious. Like, this is true. Like, I'm not lying right now. Or I'm being kind. Like, it should just be a default setting to be decent.
Yeah. Also on the list was Jack Harlow, who was down 6.4%. He was the rapper who came out with What's Poppin' back in 2020. And he just...
Is that boner dance song? What's poppin'? My cock. I got some leather in your ass.
Yeah.
He's a white rapper?
White rapper. Yeah, he was real popular a couple of years ago where he had a New Balance sneaker deal.
And why is he down?
It doesn't really say, I guess because he was accused of having homophobic lyrics in one of the Kanye West song that was leaked. Called Louis Bags, where he said that if his fellow rapper Lil Nas X, who's gay, said that he'd fuck him if I let him. So I don't know. He got in some weird gay trap. I don't know how.
What's a weird thing that I don't think humans would be are supposed to contemplate or process. There's going to be like, if you did radio, they had these people meters to tell you how popular were, and they had the before that, if you had a TV show, they had the Nielsen, box and all that kind of stuff. And then Dawson, what was the other diary? Arbitron.
In Arbitron, we called it a book.
A book, a diary and stuff. And you'd get reports. And the reports would be like, you guys are number 7 in Los Angeles, and you were beating the Baker Boys last book, but now you slid down 3 places and you're behind, Boomer and Sludge now. And like, you're getting a number assigned to your life, essentially, like you guys are way getting fucked in the demo. Your late night show's not getting half of what Jon Stewart is in the demo. You got to walk around with a bunch of numbers over your head.
Yeah.
Right. And that's kind of the business. And then if you went and you started a business, then you'd be down 10% this quarter from last year's, this quarter last year, you'd be up, you'd be down, but there's like numbers. But now with all the Facebook and tweet and X, every human being just has a personal number. Like you're almost like a corporation or a commodity, and like you're down. You know what I mean? Like you lost followers. Look, you may work at a bakery and have had 31 followers on Facebook, and now you wake up and you have 21 followers on Facebook because you're still bummed out. But that's like a personal, everyone's getting assigned like a personal digital number. And I say, good bitches, see how it feels, because there's nothing fucking worse than when your program director would like come in after the show and go, we just got the book out. We got the Arbitron book out, and you guys slid down, like, what's going on? We're now there, right?
We are.
Yep.
Views, clicks,
likes,
personal likes, whatever.
There's subsets of stuff. Yeah, like likes and comments and all that.
And it was always kind of a bummer when they were like, you guys crushed it in the last book, you're number 3 in Los Angeles, and you went from number 5 to number 3 in the last book. And then the shit would come out 2 months later and be like, you slid down to 27th. You're behind a Christian Spanish station now that plays calypso music. Yeah. Like you'd go, what the fuck? How'd we slide down 19 spots? But it was always a thing that they were hanging over your head all the time under your number.
You know who doesn't seem to slide down, but I think he should? He was so propped up. Have you seen Jamie Foxx's new Netflix special?
Yeah, I've seen some of it. Yes.
Oh, he is such a narcissist. It's like an insane. I found that special like watching an insane person. And then he brought his daughter out to play the guitar, and she's playing it fine, she's a kid, whatever. And he's behind her going like, "Play, girl, show him your talent," like interrupting her. It was like an insane hour.
Let's break this. Let's break this down. First off, Dawson or whomever's back there, find me from the first feature, the first movie, Planet of the Apes. Jamie Foxx dresses like an extra from the Planet of the Apes. When you see what he's wearing, I feel bad for all black male comedians because Eddie Murphy did his special,
Raw.
and they all worship at the altar of Raw, right? They all worship. Every black comedian between the age of 32 and 55 just go, Eddie Murphy, man. And Eddie Murphy came out there in leather pants, a leather jacket, leather gloves, like leather, which is the worst thing you can wear when you do stand-up. Like you want to be all fucking Pima cotton all the time. Whatever Oprah makes her sheets out of, that's what you want to be wearing. You want to be leather. And no undershirt. And now you see black stand-up comedians, and they get up there. It's like Eddie fucking Murray wore leather, and now you're up there and you're just sweating your fucking ass off in this full leather. I mean, you know what it feels like to put a leather jacket on with no shirt underneath it, and leather pants on with nothing underneath it, and then leather boots. You got to dress like fucking Prince on a date, and then go up there for 80 minutes and sweat your ass off. Fucking horrible. I was uncomfortable, not because of the content, but from watching with Jamie. Jamie was wearing a flesh-colored leather toga top, like a Planet of the Apes. With no undershirt,
Dr. Zen.
It was a weird feeling, like the feeling of someone sweating on leather with no undershirt watching a thing. Now, I will say this: somebody Google me right. I'll say this, Kyle, and I think it's a thing.
Yeah,
I think comedians. First off, I don't want to see another fucking special where the guy goes out there and he goes, "Hey, Chicago, how you feeling?" You know, it's like, woo! And then they go, I got a new suit. What do you think? And everyone's like, woo! It's like, okay, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but it's like, just get to the fucking comedy. We get out here in Chicago. You looking good. Look, ladies do it all the time. Hey, am I looking good? Woo! No, you look a little husky, really. You look kind of fat. But all right, woo! It's like this thing. Yeah, if Fortune Feimster gets up there and she's a lesbian and she goes, I married a woman, you just sit back and everyone just starts, woo! You know, we're married. You know what I mean? I don't go up there and go, hey, Chicago, I adopted a retarded kid.
Woo! Yay! Hey, I'm sitting right here. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. That's super
no.
close.
Now you got to give me the full top and bottom, though, with Jamie Foxx. Because he wore the leather pants and there's no... you know it's good? It's a good thing, Kyle, as a white comedian, that, like, George Carlin didn't do one of his specials in burlap. You know what I mean? Then we'd have to go out there going, oh, fuck, I fucking love Carlin, dude. He did that special in 79 in burlap with no undershirt. I would rather do a stand-up special wearing a burlap suit with no undershirt than a full fucking Naugahyde
potato
suit.
Pants.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It was an hour of how he was in the hospital and how God saved him. And then
can I defend him?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I don't have anything to say. Listen, he's an amazingly talented person.
He's a good actor.
And a great actor. But here's the thing, too, that, like, I learned when I played University of Austin with Dr. Drew a million years ago. You play this 5,000 seat venue. It's all Austin, University of Austin. And if you ever run into a little lull or a snafu or a dry spot, you just yell, hook 'em horns. And the whole place just goes, they'll go nuts. Right? They just go, you got this crazed black audience, right? And all you got to do, you can just get out there and go, what do you think of this suit? And they'll all go nuts. And they go, I love my daughter, nuts. And they go, I love Jesus Christ. They go nuts. And then you can get real serious and morose and go, I almost died. And then they'll go, but I'm back, and then they'll go nuts. So you get like Kyle, you got no tricks in your magic hat. You have to go be fucking funny for the whole show. You can't fall back on, am I right, ladies, or any of that shit.
I don't know. I heard the crowd at Soul Joel's is pretty good with that.
All right, we got our second side-by-side. Let's see if we can work this out.
Yeah, it's as long as it was titled like My Story of Almost Dying. If it sometimes this stand-up special,
Where do you get this outfit?
You get it from the fucking back lot at Universal where they filmed. All right, now I need better. I need Planet of the Apes guy standing up, and I need full-length Planet of the Apes standing up.
Oh, wow. I need Planet of the Apes guy with glasses on, shades.
And a big medallion. Yeah.
Also... Yeah, this is a very basic.
But I still need full length, Jimmy, where we can see the boots and everything.
Was he wearing the same boots with
yes,
with a toe?
He's dressed like he was an extra in Planet of the Apes. It's not a racial thing. It's an outfit thing. All right. So that bothered me. But yes, it was just this thing where I agree with you, Kyle, that you're like, can we get to the jokes? And stop weaving in, which is more and more with stand-up comedians of all stripes now, where they start weaving in some inspirational shit. And I don't like it. I'm just like, fucking bring the jokes, do the jokes, and stop with... You're not Tony Robbins, and this isn't a TED Talk, and I don't want an inspirational tale. I just want you to fucking be funny. Do Ray Charles.
Right.
Exactly.
So you're not going to put
something else.
Yeah, you're not going to put inspirational stuff in your stand-up? I was thinking you could do it. Thinking you could pull it off.
No.
You really
I also don't believe the crying so much on stage when you're doing a special. Like, you've already processed and things happen. I don't know. Maybe I'm being cynical, but it just feels like fake pandering and trying to get reactions from an audience by, pulling on their heartstrings.
I couldn't watch because of the sweat and the leather. And I know people kind of go like, well, who cares? But like when you eat dinner with someone and they got a piece of broccoli like stuck to their tooth and it fucks you up.
Yeah.
That's what it was like watching him do stand-up in an all-leather outfit with no undergarments on. And the boots. He had the big leather boots. Also, I don't know. I didn't find it attractive. Like, it wasn't becoming. It wasn't flattering,
It was so basically, you could see it's so basically cut that a very simple seamstress could have put that together. That was thousands of dollars for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a basic cut.
He's sweating his ass off.
Oh, of course. Try to do stand-up. Eddie Murphy cursed every black comedian because they all went leather. I think Martin Lawrence went leather. I think if you check me, all brothers, when they do stand-up based on Eddie Murphy, now all go out there clad in leather and then sweat their fucking ass off under those hot lights.
I remember that special where Patrice O'Neal just passed out.
Too much leather for the brothers.
Amy Schumer did that. It was called her leather special. It was actually called that.
Oh, really? She named it after my dick in high school?
The leather special.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's Eddie Murphy. That was the first special they saw, and they all saw him, and they went, I want to be like that. I want to do that. And now it's time for you, and you go, give me the leather, bitch.
It's like politicians do. Kennedy did this when he talked. Now all politicians do this thing with their hand.
Right.
They talk. They make that hand.
Yes. You gotta go 100% cotton. Although if you're a black comedian and your special's called 100% cotton, that name raised a couple of. But also, if you name it Extra from Planet of the Apes, I think it also might upset some of the executives over at Netflix.
Yeah,
so
a lot of landmines.
We're gonna have to sort this one out, Kyle.
Yeah, we need time.
Now it's been 40 minutes. Have you heard a Fleetwood Mac song?
No, not yet. I have 40 hours?
No, 39 and
a
half.
You teased it down with Hall Notes.
Okay, yeah. And we're not getting to the airport. Okay.
How are you getting to the airport?
Ooh. I'm Ubering.
Okay.
Oh, that could be dangerous.
Not so much in the Uber. I've found it to be more in the airport. Like, you can't get through Burbank Airport because all they do is play shitty 80s hits.
Yeah.
You won't get through there. All right. Well, again, you're on the clock. You report back to me.
Okay, I will.
All right, let's do let's do one more mayhem.
Yeah, there's the last story here. The Seahawks prank rookie Byron Murphy II with the outrageous dinner bill. Yeah, they did the classic prank on the guy. The actual dinner bill was $38,000, but they jacked it up and made it look like it was $155,000. Yeah, and Murphy's reaction said it all.
They do this. We used to do this with James Baby Doll Dixon. Oh, you have a clip? I didn't know we had a clip of this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll have a clip.
Oh, shit!
Wait a minute.
Oh, shit!
Look at his face. His eyes bug out of his head. His friends look on concerned.
And they're at Applebee's.
Yeah, exactly. His mouth is agape, and his face is frozen. He can't believe it. And his wow.
Wait a minute. How does that happen? How many people did he?
Is there 10 or 10 seconds left? It looks like there's 12 or whatever. I don't know if it's the whole team.
Yeah.
You know what the better prank would be? To like pay some middle-aged white guy to walk over there and go, say, fellas, I'm trying to have a conversation with my daughter over here, so if you guys could kind of keep it down, if you don't mind. It's a nice restaurant. I'm not sure you fellas got in, but God bless you. I'm not sure what that hairstyle is called. I don't think it's a great idea to have the hood pulled up on the hoodie. I'm not saying you can't wear it, but we are indoors. But anyway, I'm having a conversation with my adult daughter over here, and if we could just kind of tamp down the sounds, that would be awesome.
I'd love to see you do that.
Now, it's a showing of respect. Does anyone need any more pineapple soda over here? Or you good? Okay, remember, fellas, just keep it down. We're indoors now. Thank you.
What does that guy make a year?
Yeah, $4 million. Yeah, he has got a 4-year contract over $16 million. You know, he's got some probably going to get some bonuses too for performance. But yeah, this guy is.
He'll go
he
broke,
probably can handle it. He probably can handle it.
Yeah, fellas like Jamie Foxx over here. Yeah, you seen the special over there where he's dressed like a gosh darn Planet of the Apes? Whoa, fella, don't get aggressive. Don't get aggressive. I'm asking you saw the special, fellas. No, I'm saying you go, look, you got to have cotton. It's about cotton. You pick that cotton, you put it on, and you wear it out there on stage. Whoa, okay, listen, fella. Don't make me call the manager. I don't know why you're getting aggressive. Have the soda showed up yet? They don't have pineapple. Well, that's a fine how do you do. Anyway, you see the Jamie Foxx special over there. He's up there. He's dressed like the extra from the Planet of the Apes. Well, I'm not going to say Omega Man because that's a different movie. They didn't have folks. That should kind of fella look like you a little bit over there. Not that they all look alike, but I'm just, look, I'm trying to have a conversation with my daughter over here. So if we could just kind of tamp it down a little, just from the audio point. Okay. I'm a regular here. I haven't seen you fellas here before, but okay.
You fellas. Hey, fellas.
All right. Yeah, the real check was $38,000.
Yeah, $38,000. So, you know.
Hey, but can I say this? There's two schools of thought. One is there's the 20%, right?
Yeah.
And the 20% comes to like $7,850 worth of tip.
Yeah.
Somebody can do that, but do 20% of 38,000. That's like 7,800 or something like that, right? Now I know a lot of douchebags. I would be the guy who went, look, this fucking waiter, we were here for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I'll give him fucking $3,000. That'll be $3,000 for an hour and a half work. Yeah. And they go, no, it's 20%. 20%.
Yeah, when does that stop?
Yeah, 7,000 is 20%.
Yeah, this is a,
Is that right?
No, it's like 7,800 or something.
That's a
something
nice
like that.
sedan, brand new.
We're getting some funny numbers here. the gratuity was 19.5%. Yeah, it'd be like 7,800. The bill was 3,200.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, 32,000, and they added the gratuity, which is 5,500. So, and at 19.5%, but 19.5% should still be higher at 32,000 is what I'm saying than 550.
6,400?
Yeah, if somebody worked it out on a calculator, I think you would see 19.5% of 32,500 would be higher than it's 6,000. All right. How was I ceramics mayor? How was I the dumbest person at North Hollywood High? What is 20% of 38K? That's the question. That's the real. Is it 7,836?
7,600. 7,600.
No. I think it's higher. You guessing? What is 20%?
760.
Hey. I was right.
760. 20% of 38,000 is 7,600.
Yeah, I nailed that.
Oh, you did nail that one.
Dunnigan. Ooh. Shit.
Yeah, except for you wouldn't have done it if I didn't get you in the vicinity.
All you do is you move the decimal over 1, you double it. So you go 3.5 times 2, because 3.5 would be 10%.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the point? Like, the lawyer's the waiter's gonna buy a car? Like, I don't know.
I'm saying in my world, that waiter's uneducated. They do not have a field of expertise. They're not architects. They're not welders. They're not anything. And they work for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. You can have $3,000. You don't need $5,500. And most of the money spent on bottle service, right? So you order a bottle of wine that's $29 or one that's $2,900. Yeah. What's the difference in terms of you walking it over the table and pulling the cork out? All right, Kyle Dunnigan, Joe's Pub. That's coming up January 7th, NYC, and then American Comedy Co. in San Diego. That's January 9th through the 11th. And Soul Joel's, Pottstown, everybody.
Yeah. I'm in Vermont,
25th.
too, in Boston and Florida. I'm all over KyleDunnigan.com for tickets.
I'm going to be doing stand-up over at Kimmel's Place in Vegas on Thursday.
Oh, I'm doing that. I'm doing that 3 times this year. I'm doing like a mini run there.
Oh, great.
Not to trump your Vegas gig there, but but when are you doing it?
I'm doing it this Thursday, 7:30, 9:30 show. Salana Beach with Jay Moore coming up. That'll be January 19th. 2 shows over there. Just go to AdamCarolla.com for all the live shows. Until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Mayhem Miller and Kyle Dunnigan saying mahalo.